Hi everyone, happy Tuesday. I wanted to give you guys a quick little message that I've been thinking about, and I've talked to a lot of you over the last few weeks, and something that keeps coming up is that you feel stuck, you feel like you're not doing the right things for your health that you know you should be doing. Maybe you're not starting an exercise program, not exercising as much as you should. Maybe you're not eating as well as you know you should. Maybe you're not just doing enough self-care, not enough downtime. Maybe you're going to bed too late and not sleeping enough. So why do we keep procrastinating? And that's the big question. Like, why are we not doing the things that we know would make us feel better, make us be healthier, and be good for us? And it just seems weird. Like, why do we self-sabotage, and why do we keep ourselves stuck in a cycle of behaviors that ultimately don't lead in a good direction? So there are 5 reasons why we procrastinate on making changes to our health and creating good habits. And number 1 is that we don't have very clear goals. So we're not sure exactly what we want, or we have like a rough idea, like I want to feel leaner, or I want to sleep better, or I know I should eat healthier. And these are just kind of vague-ish goals. So we need goals that are very specific and measurable so that we can actually have a very clear direction. Without a clear direction, we're just going to be aimless. And I found for me, having very clear goals is what keeps me motivated and keeps me on track and keeps me focused. And focus is something that so many of us are battling, and just that lack of focus. And we're so distracted, which is another one. Number 2 is we're distracted. We are all super busy, and we live very, very busy lives, and our schedules are overly full, and we're on Facebook, and then we're on email, and then we're driving around, and then we're going from this to that, and there's bright, shiny objects everywhere, and our attention is being pulled in a million different directions, so that even if in the back of our mind we're like, oh, I should really start eating healthier, maybe stop eating so much sugar, or I should, start to wake up a little bit earlier and try to create a really nice morning routine, but then we're distracted. And then there's this thing, and then there's this event. So, and that's just the nature of life, our modern lives at this moment. So if we don't have a clear goal, it's much easier to get distracted. So not having a goal and being distracted. Number 3 is not having a strong enough why. So if you don't have a strong why, there is no way. And your why is like the engine behind your motivation. And you need to really be connected, emotionally connected to why you want to feel healthier, why you want to take care of yourself, why you want to do these things that you know would be better for you. So there are ways to create or to cultivate a strong why, because your why might be more superficial, like I want to look better, or I want to, do the right thing, but that's not really enough of a strong why. So there are ways that we can find the right why that will create the kind of motivation that we need to stay on track. Number 4 is that it feels too hard. And I talk to a lot of people, it's like been procrastinating on creating a regular exercise routine for like 10 to 15, 20 years, because it just feels too difficult. And it can feel so overwhelming. Sometimes we know there's changes that we need to make, but we don't know where to start, and it feels like it's just too much. And that can often create just a paralyzing effect where we're just frozen and we're stuck, and because it feels so hard, we just don't even take the first step. And so we just end up again being stuck in that cycle. And then the 5th one is we don't have accountability. We have no one holding us to it. And this is huge. Accountability accounts for 70% of your ability to make changes. And this has been proven, and I've talked about this, I've mentioned this quite a few times because it's something that I keep coming back to because I've found it, I've seen it time and time again. When you try to make changes on your own, you're 10% likely to actually be successful. When you make changes with accountability, peer support, and a community of like-minded people, then you are 80% more likely to be able to make those changes. So that's a huge difference. It accounts for a lot. And our habits are communal, they're contagious, and we will default to what everyone else around us is doing, unfortunately, for better or for worse. So if you're tapped in to a community of people that are thriving and are really taking care of themselves and are eating healthy diets and are exercising and really honoring their bodies, it's just going to be that much more normal, and there'll be much less resistance, and you'll be so much more likely to do those things. So if you feel like, oh yes, there's something that I need to change, and I feel like I really want to make the change, but I don't know where to start, I'm not really clear, I don't have accountability, then I have a solution for you. I would like to offer you a free 30-minute strategy session, health strategy session with me. It's totally free. We'll get on the phone and I will help you get clarity. I'll help you cultivate a really strong why, and I will help you stay accountable. And also, we will break it down step by step so it's not so overwhelming, because really when we procrastinate, the procrastination makes things out to be so much harder than they actually are. And changes, it doesn't have to be, we can make small changes and that have a huge impact, a big difference on how you feel, and you just start to create momentum, and that momentum starts to fuel more motivation because you start to feel better, and then you start to get healthier, and you start to get all these great results, and so that you're that much more likely to continue and to stick with it. And especially when you're tapped into accountability and you have your very clear direction of where you're going, you've broken it down into small steps, and you have that why that's fueling your motivation, there is no way that you can't succeed. So I will put a link for you to set up a 30-minute strategy session with me, and we will get on the phone and we will break it down. We will talk about what's going on, where you're stuck, what you really want, how you want to feel, and then we will make a plan to get you there. So I look forward to talking to you, and enjoy the rest of your day.